Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ Nuki, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
We back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Welcome back to the channel. We got another TikTok video for y'all today. We got the most insane rich person behavior that you've ever experienced.
That you've experienced.
Not tonight, bro. With that being said, have you ever experienced some rich problem?
No.
Right.
Have you?
Probably have.
Oh no, let me see.
Probably have.
I probably have. Oh,
I've been around some rich people, so probably have. Alright, so with that being said, I can't think of it right now. Before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go if you want to further support. As always, peep down below. As always, we salute to the comment of the day. Y'all know what it is around here.
Salute to you.
So clap it up for him. Salute to him. With that being said, also, like goal, can we get if YouTube ain't tripping with us?
I know, man.
Cause they've been messing with us around here.
Yeah.
Let's get 200, cause y'all be liking these videos. Let's get 200 likes on this one. Y'all be liking these little story times on TikTok. So, with that being said, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about, y'all.
What's the most insane actual rich person behavior that you've experienced?
When I started my career, I was the assistant to a top producing real estate agent in LA. And one of our clients had no budget. She's in her 20s, had no budget. She could not look at any of the homes that her sister had already seen, who just bought a house for $95 million. Because if her sister passed on it, it wasn't good enough for her. So one of the houses we walk into, 66,000 square feet under construction. It's about half completed. We are in the 4,000 square foot master, and the developer is showing us that the hallways, there are hallways parallel to those. And he said those hallways parallel, the smaller ones, that's for the staff so that you never have to see them as they move about the home. And she said, that's perfect because I hate making eye contact with the staff.
It's gotta be some Kardashian shit. She said her sister, she was gotta be some Kardashian shit. You know what I'm saying?
People in LA got money.
20s. In her 20s. The sister just bought a 95. Gotta be some Kardashian type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I just looked over and I said, isn't that amazing? I got in the car and felt sick.
What's the most insane actual rich person behavior that you've experienced?
I have so many of these. I mean, other than forcing the poor into a lifetime of perpetual poverty. My father was working for a company, and the CEO of the company was fucking incredibly rich. He had his own private jet, and one day my dad asked me to drop him off at the airport. I didn't know this was a private airport, so you just drive your fucking car onto the fucking tarmac and drop motherfuckers off. And I was working for my dad's company at the time. And I get out and I go help my dad out with his luggage in the back of the car. And the CEO comes up and he's like, "Oh, how's it going, Richard? What are you up to?" I was like, "Just fucking to go work for you, bro." And he's like, "Hey, have you ever been to Seattle?" I was like, "Nah, bro, I've never been to Seattle. I always wanted to go." And he's like, "Well, why don't you just take the day off work and like get in the fucking plane?" I was like, this is some big dick energy this man is exuding right now. I mean, I'm not an idiot. Of course, I obviously said yes. And my direct boss calls me while I'm on the plane and he's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm on a fucking private jet, bro. I'm not coming in today."
What's the most insane?
I'm with your pulse, nigga. Fire me. Hold on. Let me put this on speaker so he can hear you. Cause he's gonna be fucking you today. So, what you say, Bob?
Oh my gosh. I'm done.
Thought so. I'll see you tomorrow. Hold on. Is the J gonna bring me back tomorrow? Nah, he have the week off. Oh, he just said, "Screw you, I got the week off." Bye.
Insane actual rich person behavior that you've experienced?
Before I became an air traffic controller, I used to work in Part 135 on-demand private jet charter. And I did a little bit of sales, charter operations, dispatch, a little bit of everything. And we had this one trip where we flew this woman from Opelika, Florida to Van Nuys, California, her and her dog. Flew them out to California. And then the woman told us that her dog was sick and needed to go back home. We were like, okay. So we flew the dog back to Florida, just the dog, not even the woman. And we called the woman, let her know that the plane had landed safely and everything. And she was very grateful. And talking to her on the phone, we learned that the dog wasn't even sick. The dog was homesick. So this woman easily spent $40,000 at least to charter a private jet to fly her homesick dog from California to Florida, and then had to fly back to California to pick her up and then back to Florida.
What's the most insane actual rich person behavior?
My house was so big, I had to tell my dad dinner was ready by using the phone intercom system. And all of those dinners were 3-course meals prepared by a private chef. We had at least like 7 employees in the house at all times, including security guards, and my mom always was terrified that there would be an inside job and I would be kidnapped. When my parents got divorced, I had to live in 4 houses at the same time, and somehow I would get in trouble because I couldn't keep track of all my underwear. One time we took a 30-minute commercial flight from Boston to Nantucket, and my dad hated the commercial flying experience so much, despite the fact that state police officers helped us through it. He had the private plane meet us in Nantucket to bring us back to Boston. I never had to go to the grocery store as a kid. There would be a pad of paper in the kitchen. If I wrote something down, it would disappear the next day. My parents' divorce made the news, calling my mom a gold digger, and the comments were full of men counting down the years until I turned 18. I wasn't allowed to put my last name on social media because people would track me down and kidnap me.
The most insane actual rich.
Girl, who your daddy?
That last part, I was like, she rich, but that last part is just scary. But can I be your friend?
See.
Hey, I just want to be able to say, what we need for tomorrow, girl?
Have a whole grocery list, honey. Cause
Hey, I'm gonna just take these groceries on a private jet back to Tennessee, and we gonna appreciate you, bruh. You know how rich you gotta be. Oh, her dad probably worked for the government.
had to.
Cause the police and she can get.
And then the fear of being kidnapped and all that stuff.
He got a high government position.
Has to.
And she in Boston.
In Boston.
In Boston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Person behavior that you've experienced.
An infertile A-list celebrity found me on a modeling website. Apparently, I look identical to her, so she reached out to a fertility clinic and had them reach out to me and offered me $50,000 for my eggs. So I get an email one day because on my Instagram back in the day, I had my contact email. It was from a fertility clinic. I obviously looked up the clinic. It was real. It existed. And the woman sounded very professional. She said, hey, I know this sounds really out of left field, but, you know, would you mind letting us tell you a bit about the process just to see if you would, you know, just be interested in hearing more information? So I'm a never say never kind of person. So I heard him out. Again, those darn NDAs, they could not tell me what A-list celebrity it was, but Part two of the celebrity wanting my eggs. So I'm speaking with this fertility clinic representative, and she's telling me a bit about their client, the celebrity, and how she's infertile. It's her lifelong dream to be a mother. I would really make her dreams come true. And it just really felt like, you know, I would be helping her. Not to mention it was $50,000. So things escalate rather quickly. And next thing I know, I am getting tested in every way imaginable. I took so many tests, like mental health tests, like interview, more tests. And I'm passing them left and right. But I cannot begin to explain to you how many tests there were. There was a year of testing for this, a year that I unknowingly signed up for. Like, they're like, let's get started. And I was like, you know, okay. I didn't know it was going to be a year. Part 3 is celebrity.
Bruh, I ain't doing this tonight, bruh. I'm not.
After this,
bruh,
if
she don't get to the point after this, I'm straight up skipping it. Cause I'm not going through this no more with none of them. Cause she could have just wrapped it up in like.
You right.
Wants my eggs. So during this year of testing, they actually had to fly me out to their clinic, which is in Beverly Hills. And this is where it gets juicy. I sit down with the actual doctor, Dr. Wong. He has some starbursts on his desk, and he uses these starbursts to explain the way fertility works, how the egg retrieval process happens, just to educate his clients, right? Very nice guy. They took so much blood from me. They took all my blood. Everything went well. I came home. But then I'm watching the Kardashians, and there's Dr. Wong. He's got his little starburst out explaining to Kim Kardashian about her infertility. This is some A-list shit. It was definitely not Kim K. She looks nothing like me, but I'm just saying in regarding of who the celebrity possibly was. A celeb wants my eggs, part 4.
Look, the only reason I wonder, I'm like, is she gonna be able to tell us who she probably
No,
because
it's an NDA already, bro. Like, she just know her doctor is one of the high-end doctors. That she's only a doctor for the money.
Yeah, look.
Bruh, that's all, bruh. I just get tired.
Is she the last one?
This part 4, bruh. Heck, nah. Bruh, we finna get a whole nother.
Like I said, it was taking over a year, and I was really getting fed up with having to respond to all these emails and take all these tests and just spend like an astronomical amount of my time, and I hadn't even made $1 yet. So I just started doing my research and wondering why it was taking so long, right? So through my research, I started finding all these support groups of women getting cervical cancer from donating their eggs, and I just started really second guessing like if I really wanted to go through with it. Not to mention the fact that I would literally have a kid out there. So I just thought, you know what, this is taking way too long. Had they have just done it immediately and not given me time to research, what I probably would have gone through with it. But at this point, I was just like really frustrated. Like a year of my time, not even $1. All these tests. I got free medical testing out of it, but I did not go through with it, which I'm very happy about. So that's it.
The most insane actual rich person behavior that you've experienced?
One of my clients, I used to work at a bank. When I was going through my divorce, I was going through all this, I was depressed. They could feel there was something going on. So my client had many accounts. She had many accounts at the bank, and she said, what's going on? And I said, oh, no, I'm going through stuff. I'm going through a divorce, this and that. She said, oh, let's go out and eat, and we'll talk about it. We went out to eat, and she said, how much? I was like, how much what? She said, how much do you owe? At that point, I owe a little bit over $12,000 in cars, bills, credit cards that he left me. And I had 2 kids. And I needed to find a place. She said, you want a cash or check? She barely knew me. She was just a client. She just wanted me to be okay. Which I ended up getting as a loan and paid it in 2 years.
Was she trying to give you a loan? Or was she trying to give you the money?
I don't know.
Shit.
But
That's
if
a blessing on blessing.
Look, if somebody come ask me how much I need 150. No, I'm just.
Look, first question, you loan or you give?
I'm like, am I about to pay this back?
No, don't worry about it.
All right,
I ain't gonna hit your head, but I'm gonna just go fuck on that.
Look, first I'm like, how much you got first?
No. You don't never ask how much. Nah, you don't never do that.
See,
Cause then now they gonna take it back. They gonna renege. So you going too far. You just go ahead and hit them with a price, but you don't go too high and don't go too low. You just get them with that. Let me get 25.
No, I was thinking about 75.
See, that's greed.
That ain't greed.
That's greed. She said she only needed 12. Technically,
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about me. You ain't got
no 75. What's 75 for?
I'm talking about me.
What you need 75 for?
You asked me.
And they gonna say, no, you good,
okay,
love,
50.
enjoy.
50.
50 still too high.
27.
That's greed, bruh.
That is not. Okay, 27.
Just wire me to 25. We can have a good day. You have. Thank you.
Okay. Well, 25, 50. We got a deal. No, I'm just playing. was just playing.
Now y'all see who the greedy one is.
No. First of all, I wouldn't even take no money from nobody.
Hell, y'all would see. Fuck that.
You already know, because I don't want people to feel like.
I don't care. You can feel how you feel, but that check in my account. With that being said, man, y'all spend what's over. Y'all thoughts and opinions. But as always, I do go for the day, DJ New Kid This Is.
Here to come.
We are?
Kid This
We are, y'all.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partner.